Look at using the Access database product. So I've got a compressed database here, and the first thing we need to do is extract the contents of the file. Now I'm just going to double click on that in Windows, and one of the things that you need to be careful about here is that inside the Explorer interface you can mistakenly think that you've extracted the file and you haven't. So just by clicking on that file, well, I've actually done this, I've sort of opened up a view into the zip file, and it's important to note we've still got extract, compressed folder tools and extract here, suggesting we are, if you like, having a peek inside that compressed file. Now you might be tempted to double click on this file and open it up in Access straight away, but that can lead you to all sorts of problems, because what will happen is you won't actually save any changes back into this original file because this is still inside that zip file. So what I need to do is I do need to just click on that, select extract, and then I can extract the contents of that file out. So if I now look at week 7, and here you can see we've now got our Access database file extracted. So I could go into Access and I could do file open, or I can just double click on this and it will fire Access up. So let's start it up. Here it is. Now you may find that when you first open a file, you may get a sort of security alert, which is standard now for Access, which basically says, are you really sure you want to open this? And if it's a file that we're working on that you've downloaded from our site, then it's absolutely fine. So we can just click on Enable Content like this. And this is the standard Access interface. So it's very familiar to you from Word or Excel. We've got the ribbon across the top, and we've got a sort of working area here, this panel here, and we've got a kind of navigation area here. Now one of the significant differences between Access and something like Excel and Word is that Access enables you to sort of manipulate, edit and create all sorts of different things that we use in the day-to-day running of our database product. It's not like Word. Word enables you to access and edit Word documents. Excel enables you to edit spreadsheets, but Access has got all sorts of different components in. And if you look in this part over here, you can see all the different kinds of Access objects that there are, organised by category. So these are the ones which I've set up in this file. So you can see that they're subcategorised into tables, queries and forms. So let's have a look at, for example, the EMP table. If I double click on it, it just opens up the EMP table, and this looks like the one that we've looked at already. So this is our employee table, and it's got employee numbers, names, jobs, who their manager is, when they were hired, information about salary and commission, and the department that they actually work in. That's the EMP table. So I close that down. I can now open up the department table, and the department table's got 3 columns in it: department number, department name and location. So we've got 4 departments here. And then I can open up the grade table, so I won't save that. Open up the grade table, and this is what grade particular people are on in which particular, depending upon their salary. So those are our tables. But we do actually have some other kinds of Access objects shown in the panel. And one of the things that we'll be returning to over and over again are queries. And queries are like questions. We're actually asking questions of the data in the database, and that's what we'll be doing, some SQL. Here's one that I've written and saved already, and what it does is it actually shows you the names of the people and what job they have. So this is a question. It's like, show me the names of the people and the jobs they have, and that's actually been written in SQL, and we've saved it. So if I double click on it, it's actually running that question against the database, and here's our result set back. So that's a query, that's a question, and that's the area where we'll be significantly focusing when we focus on learning SQL. And then down here, finally, we've got a form, and what a form is it's an interface element. It's a way for us to actually very easily construct a form, an input form that would enable us to access data that's in the table for a user. So Access is a very powerful product, and you can build sort of complete applications with a database backend. But for the work that we'll be doing, we'll be focusing mostly on the queries parts of the sort of Access object